Yes. Now our question is, write a program to check whether the given number is perfect or not. Perfect means perfect number or not. So what is the perfect number first of all? And again I'm telling you that in the exam, till your board exam, one question will come, surely one question will come. Okay, now see, write the program to check whether the given number is perfect or not. First of all, what is the perfect number? Perfect number is the number means the sum of its proper divisor, means the factor will give you this number. Suppose if I'm having 6, so factor of the 6, 1, 2 and 3. Okay, excluding that number means 6 is also the factor of the 6, but we will not consider the 6 as the factor of this number. Okay, so 1 plus 2 plus 3 will be 6. So again means you are getting the original number. Means if you are taking the factor of the numbers and performing the addition, and if you are receiving, you are getting the same number, it means that number is the perfect number. For example, 28. Factor of the 28, 1, 2, 4 and 7. So addition of 1, 2, 4 and 7 is 28. Okay, understood? So 28 is also the perfect number. 6 is also the perfect number. So the same definition it is written, number is equal to the sum of its proper divisor. Proper divisor means factor. Means the number is fully fully divisible by that number. Then this number is known as factor or proper divisor, right? So how it can do this program? Now, for this program, obviously, first of all, you will accept the value. So you can use a scanner also. But here I'm taking the value by using the method call only. So you can take the scanner also. Okay. Then after inputting, I have to check, means first of all, I have to find out the factor of the number. So how I can find out the factor of the number? Means I have to check, suppose this is the 6. So first of all, what I will do? First of all, I will check that 6 divide by 1 equal 0. Is it okay? No. How you can say it is fully divisible when you are taking the remainder, and if the remainder will be 0, then the number is fully divisible by that particular number. Okay, so instead of the division you will use modulus. Okay, so 6 mod by 1. If 6 mod by 1 is 0, 0, means remainder, if you are doing the division of the 6 by the 1 and you are getting a remainder as the 0, it means 1 is the factor. Okay, then after that you will check 6 mod by 2. Okay, if again it is 0, it means 2 is also the factor of the 6. Then if we are doing with the 3, then again 3 is the factor of this. Then you will perform it by the 4. But it is not true. Okay, it is not true. So it is true. So say 4 is not the factor. Then you will do it by 5. Okay, so 5 again. It will give you 1. Means how many factors now you are having? 1, 2, 3 and 4. No, 3. Means these 3 factors you are having 1. Now what you have to do? You have to perform the addition of 1, 2 and 3. Then you will check 3 plus 2 plus 5 plus 1 is 6. Then you will check 6 is equals to 6. Means sum of these factors will give you the original number. Then this number is the perfect number. Now, how you will form this statement. See, this is the thing which is going to be execute again and again. This is the statement which is going to be execute again and again. So this 6 will be your n. Here you will put the variable. Okay, whatever user will input. Then you will start from the 1. You will start the modulars, taking the modulars by the 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, excluding that number. Means you will execute the loop. Suppose if I'm executing the loop by I, then here I will write n mod by I. Then what would be my statement? My statement will be n mod by I. Then as the I will increase, this I will, this 1, then next time 2, next time 3, next time 4, 5. It will not be 6. Means till where I'm executing the loop, means less than that n I'm executing the loop. Okay, till the n, no, less than n. Till the 5 I'm executing, no, here. Okay, then I will perform the sum. I will take the sum, then I will check. So see how I will write it. First of all, this program you can do by using the for loop also, because here we are not separating the digit. Okay, so here int I equals to, you can write this program with me in your computer notebook, not in the project notebook. Int I equals to 1, I less than n, then I plus plus. Okay, then after it I will take the modulus and I will check it. Okay, so modulus means n mod by I equal 0. So here I can write if n mod by I, means if this I will be the factor. So what I have to do? I will perform the sum. So sum equals to sum plus I. You can write in the shorthand form also. Sum plus equals to I. Okay, the same statement you can write like that. Sum plus equals to I. It's up to you that how you are writing. Sum equals to sum plus I. Here we are making the sum. So here we should declare the sum. Okay, and it should be initialized. Int sum equals to 0. Okay, then after that, after ending that loop, okay, I will get the sum of all the factors. Okay, here loop close, this is if close. Then at the last, after ending the loop, I will check if sum equal n. Is it correct? Is this correct? Yes, n. So see here I have taken n, but till here, till the loop, I am not changing the value of n. So n is only the original number and sum is the factors sum. Sum of all the factors. Okay, if both will be same, then here system dot out dot println number is perfect number. Or you can take the number also here. You can take n is perfect number. Whatever message you want to display, you can display that. It should be appropriate message. Otherwise, in the else you will write else system.out.println and is not and is not perfect number. Okay, understood? Very easy program, very short program. Again, I'm explaining what I'm doing. Here, I'm executing the loop by 1 till the from 1 to less than n, because I don't want n as the factor of the n. Okay, according to the definition, excluding that number. Means if number is 28, so I should execute the loop till 27. If number is 6, I should execute the loop till 5. Okay, then in this statement, I'm checking the factor. What is the factor? If the number is fully divisible by the divisible number, then this number will be the factor. Okay, so n, it is inputted by the user I, because we are checking by each number. So we are starting by the 1. That's why here I have taken 1. So 1 n mod by 1. If it is fully divisible, then I will be considered as the factor of that number. Then we are taking the sum of that I. Then the next number, it will be the factor. Then again it will be sum. So at the end of the loop, we will get the sum of the factors only. Then here we are checking if the sum is equal n. This n is the original number. If both are the same, then it will be perfect number. Otherwise, not the perfect number. Now we'll compile the program, execute it. Void main. We'll take the example 28. 28 is perfect number. Now we'll take any other example. The number is not perfect, like 27 is not perfect number. I hope it is clear. Perfect number and